Liz Cheney is politically collapsing as her upcoming primary disaster is approaching. We're going to see how the lamestream media's queen of the J6 committee is falling apart. We're going to see how even the same legacy media is now admitting that her political days are numbered. And stick me to the very end of this video and I'll reveal why the days of Liz Cheney are indeed coming to an end. You are not going to want to miss this. Greetings, everyone, patriots all across the globe. Dr. Steve here with you. Great to be with you. As always, I am your daily fake news antidote. So come on into your Patriot Professor's Den, where I help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. If you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe. But before we begin, gang, I got a huge update on the premiere of our brand new movie, The Return of the American Patriot, The Rise of Pennsylvania. As many of you know, a bunch of pathetic, sniveling, woke activists have been trying to cancel our premiere, but the surge in support that we've been getting has been astonishing. The Lancaster Republican Party head has just come out and defended us, and we're getting a massive surge in new ticket sales. As it turns out, we secured a new venue that seats not twice, but actually 3 times the amount of people as our original one. And so this is absolutely your last chance to get tickets to come and join us this Saturday night, July 16th, for our movie premiere. So make sure to click on the link below and get your tickets. We're going to announce the new location just ahead of the premiere, and we're going to stand together as a massive patriot force to decisively crush this pathetic attempt at woke cancel culture. Click on that link below, and I will see you Saturday night. It's going to be absolutely amazing. All right, gang, let's dive right in here. Liz Cheney. Liz. What do we say about Liz? I mean, I've got to say on the outset, I don't know if I recall seeing such an explicit disparity, such a glaring contradiction between the way the legacy media views Liz Cheney and the way her very own constituents view her. I mean, this goes beyond Biden, if you think it through, right? Bike riding Biden. Obviously, there's a massive discrepancy between how Biden is perceived by the fawning left-wing activists disguised as journalists in the lamestream media and the way he's perceived by the vast majority of the public, right? But when all is said and done, most Democrats are going to support him were he to run again in 2024. They'll be alone. I mean, Biden literally has no base. Independents have abandoned him. Latinos are abandoning him. Young voters between the ages of 18 to 29 are abandoning him with 19% support. But the hardcore Dems, they're all in, right? But when it comes to Liz Cheney, old warmonger Liz, her own Republican constituents have virtually all abandoned her. All the while, the lamestream media continues to tout her as the Winston Churchill of our day. Even the ultra-liberal, borderline illiterate Joy Behar of The View is openly declaring Liz Cheney a hero, a model of courage and a champion for justice for all. In fact, Yahoo News, that's right, Yahoo News even tried to shame Cheney's constituents, blasting her primary opponent for marching in parades back home in Casper, Wyoming. All the while, Liz Cheney, the hero of heroes, was back in D.C. valiantly trying to save a republic from ruin. But alas, it ain't working. According to the latest polls, the lamestream media has egg all over the faces when it comes to the support of warmongering Liz. The latest poll has Liz Cheney down, get this, 30 points to her Trump-endorsed primary challenger, Harriet Hageman. Hageman is clocking in at 56% support, while Cheney is barely clinging to 26% support. And things have gotten so bad that lamestream media that has been unfailingly touting Liz as the Churchill of our age, the hero of J6, that same media is now this week admitting that Cheney is politically imploding. She has virtually no chance of winning her primary in mid-August. CBS News is reporting on a recent poll that found that only 17% of Republicans across the nation approve of Cheney. 17%. But note, while only 17% of Republicans approve of Cheney. Isn't it interesting that 75% of Democrats approve of her? What? Why does the media always side with what the Democrats approve of? Have you ever noticed that 75% of Democrats support Liz Cheney? So, well, then, by gosh, we better support her too. I mean, could it be that the lamestream media is just the public relations mouthpiece for the Democratic Party? I wonder if that's the case. And so it's obviously no coincidence that Cheney has been reduced to begging Democrats to cross over and register as Republicans to vote for her in the primaries. I mean, let this hit you. Things are so pathetically bad for this woman. Whatever that is, by the way, the undefinable woman. Things are so bad for her that she's actually openly begging Democrats to help her win the primary. And that fits perfectly with who's funding Cheney. I mean, obviously, if she's only getting 26% support in Wyoming, 17% support across the board with Republicans nationally. I mean, it's obvious that GOP faithful are not funding her campaign. Well, it turns out they're not. Major Democrat donors are putting up tens of thousands of dollars for Cheney. It's being reported that film producer Jeffrey Katzenberg, a huge Obama and Hillary supporter and fundraiser, he's donated over $40,000 to Cheney's campaign. And he's hardly alone. A number of Democrat donors are artificially propping up Cheney's campaign with a total of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Unfortunately, as many Republicans are openly observing, like Wyoming's own senator, there aren't enough Democrats in Wyoming for Cheney to win. Wyoming is basically a 70-30 state. Over 70% of its voters are Republicans and very conservative ones at that. And so, again, even the lamestream media is already beginning to write Liz Cheney's political obituary. Remember Yahoo News? Here's their latest. Liz Cheney faces uphill battle in Wyoming ahead of primary elections. An uphill battle? Are you serious? She's down 30 freaking points to her opponent. That's not an uphill battle. All right? That's a political graveyard. That's the political equivalent to getting slaughtered. Look at the latest betting markets. Hageman is favored to crush Cheney by 92 cents on the dollar. I mean, that's what Yahoo News calls an uphill battle. All 8 cents worth. My, you can't make this stuff up. So what's going on here, right? What is the legacy media willfully missing in all of this? Before we get into that, before I forget, if you want to get one of these really cool shirts, make sure to click on that link below and enjoy our Christmas and July sale at Turley Talks merch store. We've been winning so much of late that we wanted to celebrate those wins with a special 4th of July sale all throughout the month of July. So make sure to click on that link below. And for a limited time, if you buy 2 shirts, you're going to get 1 shirt absolutely free. That's right. Get 2 for yourself, 1 for the patron in your life. They're going to absolutely love you for. Click on that link below or go to store.turleytalks.com. So what's really happening with Liz Cheney? Well, what we have to understand is that the old neocon political paradigm, the paradigm that once provided the supposed consensus for the Republican Party as represented by the Bushes and the McCains and the Romneys, that paradigm is basically dead. It was an older 20th century globalist paradigm that advocated for open borders and corporate capitalism, all the while giving a condescending nod to conservative culture war issues like abortion and gay marriage and the like. These were Republicans that had no problem shipping our manufacturing and industrial jobs overseas, all the while getting the U.S. military involved in all kinds of conflicts around the globe to defend the so-called liberal world order. That political paradigm is dead. That ship has sailed. Republican voters are now far more working class, as more and more former Democrats have defected over and joined the Republican Party over the last half decade. It's far more socially conservative, with more and more pro-life and pro-traditional family Latino voters defecting over to the party. And the GOP rank and file are increasingly rejecting political ideology in favor more of protecting cultural identity. They want secure borders. They want their manufacturing brought home. They want their cultures, customs, and traditions honored and revered and protected rather than slandered, scorned, and impugned. That's the Republican Party of today. And Liz Cheney and her father, they're just politically Jurassic. They represent an old paradigm that ironically is more in line with the thoroughly liberal globalist Democratic Party than it is today with the ultra-MAGA Republican Party. So Liz Cheney's days are over. The new ultra-MAGA Republican Party has begun. And come August, Liz Cheney is going to find that out the hard way. Now, before you go, you will definitely want to check out my latest video. I just uploaded on how the liberal world order is indeed crumbling everywhere we look. You are not going to want to miss that. So make sure to click on the link, and I will see you over there. God bless.